Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Tyler here, and in today's video we are going to be going over some of the stuff I enjoyed in my league this year and things I'd like to see them put in my league in NBA 2K20. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and please give the video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers and we are about 40 away, so thank you guys so much for the support. And if you guys can give the video a like, please do. That's all I ask. Time to get into the wish list. So actually, this is my second time recording this video. For whatever reason, the first time my microphone would cut out every 30 seconds for about a second. So it was like, and then I would be about something, cut out. It was just like that. It was annoying. So hopefully it doesn't do it again. If it does, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But this is a quick video, won't take too long, so let's just get it out of the way. I have a list here of 5 things on my wish list. The first one is very quick, and I'm just gonna get it out of the way in 2 seconds. Please get rid of not please get rid of, but please make the simulation faster in NBA 2K, my league. Because I played PSP the other day. I was playing PSP NBA Live 07, and it seemed like it took about half the time, or even faster than that, to simulate the games. If 2K really cannot simulate games faster than 6 minutes, it seems like we're in trouble. Now, I don't know if it's a hardware issue or the fact that there's so many stats and stuff to take into consideration when simulating, and maybe games that were on the PSP and PS2 weren't as in-depth, so maybe they don't need that time to simulate. But to me, it seems ridiculous that a PSP game can simulate a season faster than a PS4. I don't know, I could be wrong, but please, if you guys can, make the simulation faster. Now, with that being said, we have some actual stuff in the mode to get into here. So the 4 things I have are custom draft, better 3-way trades, better trade logic, and ways to increase GM potential and training. We're gonna get that out of the way, and not necessarily GM potential and training. I meant to say staff, because one thing I've never understood with my league, you always have like a training, and say you look at your coach, it'll say potential, and it will say coaching, or a staff will say, or whatever, training and or potential and training, or whatever it is. And if there's times where the potential could be like an A+ or an A, but the training will be like a B or a C+ or a B- or a B+. And I've never understood, how does one go higher or lower at their job? Like, how does a coach get better? Can you make a coach with the A potential, can you make that coach an A if his training's a B? Can you make somebody that's in your training staff, for training camps? Because training camps, it really matters. If you have an A trainer, you get 3 training camps. Can you make a trainer from a B to an A? Is there something you can do? Can you send him to study? Can you make him go to school during the off season and study some stuff on how to recover from ACLs better, and he's smarter and gets a better training grade? You know what I mean? Like, they need to add in something to where the players, or the coaches, the staff, whatever, the GMs, if they have a certain potential, you can do something to make them meet that potential. Because right now it just seems like they are what they are, and I've never really understood the deal with that. You guys know what I mean? Like, I know it's something small, but it's something I've noticed. And there's been times where my trainer has gone down before in training, and I've never understood that, because I don't know what you could possibly do for a trainer to get worse, and I don't know how do you make them better. So it's just kind of something I've noticed before that I've never really understood, and I don't know, I just wish they would be more clear on that. But next, we have 2 things here that kind of coincide with each other. Better 3-way trades and better trade logic. Now, if you watch anybody's rebuilds, there's absolutely nobody, unless they're making a video specifically on 3-way trades, nobody does 3-way trades. Why is this? Well, for starters, it's like impossible to do a 3-way trade on NBA 2K. For whatever reason, it's just impossible. You can never make all 3 teams happy. The computer never will accept it, even if it's something that you think is pretty reasonable. Plus, with salaries, it's like impossible. And 2, if you do Trade Finder and you actually, say you were the Heat and you put up Hassan Whiteside, Goran Dragic, James Johnson, and a pick, that's a lot of salary moving pieces. You would think you'd be able to find a 3-way trade for that, but you'll never. The computer never gives you 3-way trades ever. They never suggest them to you. And to me, that tells me if the computer can't figure out 3-way trades, how the hell am I supposed to figure out 3-way trades? Because I've never understood how 3-way trades work in the game. The game never, like I said, the game never gives you a 3-way trade to do. So why is that? Are they just lazy? Did they just never put it into the game to where it'll suggest three-way trades? Or is it just too complicated? Like, I don't understand. If it's too complicated, if the computer will never suggest them to you, and the players never use them, why is it even in the game? I just don't get it. And to me, better trade logic as well is something that is similar to that, where, you know, if you look at the game, say you have an expiring contract. Like, I think a good example, I believe Kent Bazemore is making like 19 million next year, and he's going to be an expiring contract, which means it's the final year of his deal. Now, teams like to go after expiring contracts because if you have a bunch of guys that you signed 2 years ago, they're on, or no, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let me think of a better example. Like, hypothetical, I think Andre Iguodala makes about $18 million a year, and he's on the final year of his deal as well. But let's pretend Iguodala had 2 years left on his deal, and the Warriors wanted to get rid of him to clear cap space. They would push hard at the Hawks to trade for Kent Bazemore because, one, he'd actually help them in real life. That actually be a good pickup for the Warriors. But two, in this hypothetical situation where Iguodala has 2 years on his deal instead of one, because he actually has 1 year in real life, you'd be able to trade that salary for Kent Bazemore. I hit the mic, my bad. You'd be able to trade that salary for Kent Bazemore, and then Bazemore and the Warriors you'll be able to, you know, he'll be coming off the books at the end of the year, and then you'll have that much cap space. You're clearing cap space. Teams love to trade for expiring contracts. It's something that NBA GMs, it's just like a classic move. You know, if you have some guys you don't want, trade them for an expiring contract, clear the books for free agency. That's just like GM 101 basically. And the fact that teams don't even acknowledge the fact that they want to open cap space in my league. They need to put something in the game to where teams are more aggressive at going after expiring contracts, and that's just from the standpoint of making it more realistic. That's something that happens all the time in the NBA, and it's not even mentioned in my league. Teams never go after expiring contracts. It's just kind of weird to me that it's not even really a thing in 2K, and it's something that is so prevalent in real life, and they haven't even put it in there. And I think that could maybe even help with the three-way trades. You know, it's like, give this guy an expiring, give this guy an expiring, and this guy gets this, and you know, it would make sense. Overall, they need a overhaul on the trade logic, I believe, in NBA 2K and the three-way trade system. Lastly, custom draft. This is something that's pretty simple, nothing too crazy. They kind of already have something like this implemented in the game, and that is that I would like to be able to, once the season's over, regardless of who finished where in the draft lottery, once the draft lottery is over, I'd like to be able to override it and change the lottery how I like it, and that would really just help YouTubers, to be quite frank with you, because you know, like in the last couple rebuilds I've done, I've had to user every single team in the NBA and have to trade picks with each other in order to get the lottery exactly realistic to the one that's happening, or to get the draft realistic to one that's happening tomorrow. And it'd be nice if you could just, similar, and like I said, there's something like this already in the game, similar to at the end of the year in my league, when you can override who won the MVP, who won the Defensive Player of the Year. You can actually change that and override the in-season awards. So say James Harden won, you think Giannis should be the MVP, you can switch that. I think you should just be able to override the draft lottery and change the players where you want, or change the teams to where you want. That way you could easily make a realistic draft. Pelicans, Grizzlies, because think about it. The Pelicans won the draft lottery in like a 1 in a million year shot, and the Lakers moved up to 4. That was like a once in a million shot too. And basically there's no way to edit a draft lottery to make it realistic to what just happened in the game. You have to essentially go through and make these ridiculous trades, and then none of it will even make sense, because it'll say Pelicans via Kings and Suns via Lakers, and it's just because you have to do so many trades with each other in these teams, it doesn't even look like it makes sense. Even though it does, it's right, it still doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? So that's it, guys. Kind of a short video. Hopefully my mic didn't have any issues this time. But yeah, I mean, maybe it wasn't short, I don't even know. I feel like I went through it pretty quick. I went through it quicker than I did the first time. But yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on on my league and things they could improve and change and do better with. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you go ahead and give the video a like and comment down below your suggestions for 2K20 my league. I think I have some pretty good ideas here personally, but set me straight if I don't, for one. And two, let me know if you guys have any ideas. I'm just curious what people think. And guys, like the video, comment, subscribe if you're new here. Thank you guys so much for the support. Talk to you in the next one. I love you.